Three. And one, and we're live. It is a Monday. It is the EuroAsia Africa Scrum, as I think we should perhaps. I think we've been unnecessarily exclusionist.
Exactly.
Yeah. Haven't even really been.
I think someone actually complained about it last time on the Refugee Tech channel.
Right. Right.
I think Bernard mentioned that.
Well, Bernard mentioned that he thought that this, right, he thought, whether he complained, he at least felt like, oh, right, that was not for me. And that was not our identity. If we can find some other word that means, like, that this strip of this, like, we need, like, a segment word that refers to the time zones between, like, -2, +2, or, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, we don't want to exclude people who are insomniacs who are in California. It's like, anyway. So I think I did add. Did I put? Have I added it now? Oh, well, I haven't. I'm going to right now. So let's put that. I thought of it. So yes, European is a EuroAsia, Africa, and we'll just keep adding until we until we're all exclusive.
You could call it EMEA. Europe, Middle East, and Asia and Africa. Yeah. Oh no, that's going to be too much. Yeah.
Well, we'll work something out. There we go. Okay, so right, but stand up. Yeah, no, I started early, but it's the stand up time. So let's just jump into the stand up. So I had a nice break on Friday. So not so much to report. Although this morning, coming in, there is some sort of issue with the legacy grader for the MOOC, which I am triaging. I've got a whole swathe of local support pull requests that need reviews. In some ways, I'm quite relieved there's not so many local support people here asking me about them because I haven't yet had a chance to review them. But there's definitely a lot of progress there. Planning to have a local support retro and kickoff this afternoon. That's the main thing. Plan for the week. Website 1 kickoff on Wednesday. Local client meeting Thursday, Friday, Elder client meeting, and need to work out when we're going to do the next AV weekly meeting. Those are the things on my mind. Let's go to Raul. How are things with you?
Things are alright on my side. Didn't do much, but I checked on Alejandro's pull request this morning. The one where he was for website 1. So yes, it was basically removing the button to link your account on Agile Ventures side to YouTube. So I think that's looking okay. Reading through the conversation you and him had on Pivotal Tracker, it seems alright to me. I had a brief look at the pull request myself, and it certainly looks good. If it's just removing complexity, then I might have another pass on it because I want to get more into. I think I want to drop this thing that I did previously, which is saying like no technical work for me on website 1, just get my hands dirty. Cool. Anything else from you, Raul? Nothing much to report on my side.
No, and any plans? No blockages?
No blockers at the moment. Plans. I'm just looking forward to the meeting on Wednesday.
Yeah.
To kick off things on website 1.
Yep.
But in the meantime, I'm just going to do some work on Craft Academy and other personal stuff.
Sounds good. Excellent. Nice one. Thomas, how are things with you?
I'm fine, thank you. Monday morning, what are you going to say? It's great. Great to be back. I stepped in for you, did the heavy work on hosting at the EuroAsia Scrum on Friday.
Much appreciated.
Your absence is killing me, man.
Your
personal life is conflicting.
When the wife demands.
I know. But, personal life shouldn't conflict. Conflict with your AV things. No, I'm kidding.
Indeed.
So we had a meeting with the Refugee Tech people, the inception meeting on Friday afternoon. So we had 3 people joining in, and I had Niklas, which is a guy from the corporate sponsor kind of stakeholder on location with me. So he was really excited about it. We put up we set up a Pivotal Tracker instance for the project, and I kind of so basically what we did, we kicked off the design sprint part, the first sprint of the project. So there would be no coding involved, and of course we did speak about stacks because we identified that we need some sort of an application, of course. And there is a requirement from the client, or at least a wish from the client that users will be able to log in through a mobile client. So we are considering, should we build a responsive website, or should we expose something, you know, with a RESTful API or whatever, you know. And for me personally, you know, it's all about learning this, so it's like, but also to keep the complexity down, because we don't want to have a too complex application. So we are considering an API, but we haven't decided anything yet, you know.
Sure.
Because then we have to build two applications, basically, you know, a mobile client and stuff. But there were some people who were interested in learning Ionic and you know, stuff like that. So we're considering different options. But it was like, so anyway, I invited people to read through the Unify project description and just, you know, independently of each other, just fill the icebox with like user stories, suggestions, or feature requests, you know. And then in the next meeting, we'll sit down and we kind of, you know, go through everything. Perhaps we scrap some or join them together, or you know, and then we can start voting on things and or you know, being more precise about this. So that's where we are right now, at least. And we're gonna have a meeting with the client this week. Somehow, either on site here in Gothenburg or through Hangout or combined, just to hear some thoughts, clarifications on the project description, because it was a rather vague in certain parts, you know. So we want them to. I think dialogue is very important at this stage, basically. So, yeah.
All right, sounding good.
Yes.
So nothing particularly blocking you, and
no.
Good show. All right. So then that takes us through the stand-up. I just a couple of things. I was just thinking, I'm considering, would it make sense to move the time of this stand-up to be about 45 minutes later? I've just made an agreement with my wife to take the kids to school on Tuesdays. So Tuesday would be a regular day when I wouldn't be able to easily take the stand-up. I mean, I'm also wondering if for UK people, I mean, this is a good time for me. Otherwise, I also wonder if we might get more if it was a little later. We used to do, you know, the Euro Scrum at 11 a.m. UTC. I don't know. How is this time for? Is this a good time for you guys at the moment for this stand-up?
So to be honest, not exactly.
No. What would be? Would it be better to be earlier or later for you, Thomas?
The best time would be like 15 minutes later, only around 10. Because it, you know, sometimes it conflicts with my Craft Academy stand-ups that are 9:30 my time. You know? So but I think that 10:30 or 11 or 10:45 would be okay as well. You know,
okay, yeah. So, but basically, a little bit later the best, but still later better generally for you.
Yeah.
For you, Raoul, this time is good, bad, don't care?
Well, this time is okay unless I have to join on the Craft Academy. It's usually okay. Yeah.
So it sounds like squeezing it a bit later. We won't do it. I probably won't do it this week, but yeah, that's something to consider. I will be looking for someone to potentially run it tomorrow AM. But let's see. We'll maybe get some other people involved in that. And then the other thing is about a weekly meeting time. I mean, we had that great meeting, and then you carried on Thursday, didn't you, Thomas? After I had to go. I think we should definitely do more meetings like that. I guess we can leave that till later. I'm sort of assuming we'll do something again on Thursday or Friday, but I guess you guys are not too worried either way.
The only thing is, like, so you know, I'm 1 hour ahead of you.
Yeah.
So I try to leave work around 1700 hours. So that's 4 o'clock your time, right? So if if it's too early, then I'll be in the middle of traveling for that meeting, or I'll be in the middle of having dinner with my family. So it's either for me. It's either having it earlier, or at least hour and a half or 2 hours later.
Sure. Well, one thing I think that Marion Mosley was back in touch, and she was saying she wanted to get more involved, and was saying about was it possible to have meetings at the weekend? Now I won't run a meeting like that at the weekend, but if you I mean, there's no reason that I have to be present. Anyway, let's leave it there. If you guys want to propose times that would be good for you this week, or even weekend or whatever, we can move towards setting up a time. I'm keen to. I don't have to be there every week. Let's move it around and sort of get everyone involved. I think is a. So I'll leave that for you guys to think over. Is like, when would be a good time for another meeting like that? Yeah.
All right. And just another input on that. I don't think we necessarily need to have this every week. I think that bi-weekly meetings are perfectly fine.
Well, yeah, I think.
But
absolutely agreed. Although I think it's good to have a meeting, not like the one that we had there, was all the retrospective, but I think we can have different kinds of things. So like one time it's like a presentation from the guys on the Met Plus projects, from the logo, and other times I think it's just like let's have a slot that is open for someone to present stuff or do a retro, whatever they fancy going forward. I think that's my idea. And but Mason has joined us. Hey Mason, how are you doing?
Hey Sam, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. Good to see you. Is this your first time?
Finally got to meet.
Yeah, yay. How are you doing? Yeah, we're just wrapping up the stand-up. Anything to report on your side?
Not much. Been on the weekend working on some exercise and assignment that I got from Thomas. Still struggling with it, but hopefully we'll get through. Hopefully today.
Wonderful. Yeah. Yep. Anything we can do to help you at the moment, or you're just coming to check out how this all works?
Yeah, I'm just passing by to say hi.
Yeah. Oh, good. So great to see you. Excellent.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. So we've got a few minutes left for our. We've been doing our stand-ups and feedback. Is anybody interested in inviting feedback at the moment? Thomas and Raoul.
I'm afraid to ask for feedback because I know what you're gonna say.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Okay, I want some feedback.
Oh, well, I want to say, Thomas, thank you for being. I think your stand-up report was perfectly brief and it was excellently.
Oh, really? Because I thought I was talking too much, actually.
No, I thought that was. I think in the circle with the three of us in the hangout and so on. Like we've got 3 minutes left. There's plenty of time. I thought you did exceptionally well. So my feedback is all positive for you today, and thanks so much for covering me up for me on Friday. There you go.
You're welcome. Right.
Raoul, any feedback for Thomas?
No feedback for him, except too much baby noise this morning.
Yeah, I'm working from home. Yeah, so today was a little upset about things.
Yeah. Since Thomas was brave enough, I will also any feedback from me. For me.
Nothing particular to report from my side. Yeah.
I'm tired.
I'm to have you back, and there's been a lot of activities since you're fully back on Agile Venture, and that's cool.
Yeah, hopefully we can continue that trend. Good stuff. Thomas?
Yeah.
Hopefully we get more of you.
Exactly. No, I'm tired of telling you how awesome you are. So
forget that. I know. I'm looking for the constructive criticism.
Exactly. So I don't want you to get cocky or anything. So, right. but yeah, I think that it's amazing that you are in a position where you can devote a lot of time on Agile Ventures. I think it's great. It's always a challenge to balance your private life and your professional life and those charitable activities that we do here. And I really hope that we can find a model where we can make Agile Ventures sustainable, so we can keep you around, because I think that you are the thing that holds Agile Ventures together.
Well, I'm the grit around which the oyster can form, as I like to
Yes. Well, I don't even know what the fuck that means, but yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm an irritant. I'm a disruptive individual, and that somehow allows other people to form beautiful structures. So anyway, that's our stand-up. I assume Thomas and
we're gonna stick around. The three of us will stick around. So Mazen is a student of mine. So So when you turn off the recording, we're gonna stick around and do our stuff.
Let's wrap up the recording then.